Hey everybody, it's Tevin Chittister again. This is our third video. The last video we talked about was the paradigm we live in and how to choose the new paradigm as a global community. Now, what happens when you start talking to people and asking people to agree to a world without government laws and money, without war, poverty, disease, without borders, without licenses? What happens in that conversation? It's a very interesting experience, and I've been doing it for 65 years, more effectively in the last 40 years, and more precisely in the last 15 years because of all the other money-free movements that are out there, like the Zeitgeist and the Venus Project and Free World Charter and the Money-Free Party, and there are other groups. But what's missing in all of what we're doing now as a humanity is that we're really not asking each other to make the world a better place. We're just listening to the news and going, woe is us, and we're not doing anything about it. Well, we can do something about it. We can free this world from oppression, from the mafia running our governments, right? In fact, we don't need government, but what we do need is the experts and their apprentices working together in each field of life and reporting directly to the people through the medias. That's a no-brainer, right? But in order to do that, we have to eliminate the burden of cost in life. There can't be money attached to the way we live and how we live and the choices that we make. It has to be abundance for all life. That's the way it has to be. Now, when I'm talking to people, I usually now get, yeah, that's the way it should be, and I love that, and do you have a card? I want to look up your website. And so all of that occurs, right? And once in a while, there's someone that will agree, and I can tell that they're only agreeing to get me to stop talking. So you're going to come across that. And there are those people who don't even want to talk about it, who don't agree and want to argue. Those people used to be about 50%. They are now almost no percent because human beings on this planet know that the ecosystems are dying, that the planet is dying. There are actually dozens of groups worldwide, .orgs worldwide, that talk about how the planet is dying and how we can fix it. So when we're talking about the new paradigm, the new way of life, it becomes confusing for people because they know that they still have to go to work and take that paycheck. That's okay. It has to be all right. You can talk about the new world, of the new money-free world, and still take a paycheck. We still need to use money. I still use money, but I'm not a profiteer. I don't go out and try to make lots and lots of money like I used to when I was raising a family. But we all need to really care. We all need to really be passionate about making the world right before we can't make the world right anymore. It's so important for everybody to understand that we immediately need to save the world as a human family. From country to country, from continent to continent, from island to island, we all do agree that we should live in peace and harmony with each other. We all agree. We all understand that. But the investment in my career as a general or a captain or as a policeman, because I need money, prevents me from making this choice to ask people to free the world. And it shouldn't. Everybody, no matter what place in life you're in, there's no future past the next 8 years as far as oxygen is concerned, as far as nutrients in your food is concerned, as far as sanity is concerned. Because, I mean, where is the intelligent? I just went to the library the other day, and there were no books that I read as a young person learning the truth of life. There was not one there. The only thing I found was Darwin's Theory of Evolution, which is just not that important of a book. Everybody can see that nature shifts, nature changes, it adjusts to its environment. So we as human beings must become individually and collectively responsible to live free, to free each other, to give everyone abundance, to care enough in our hearts, to be passionate enough to free the world. And the only way that's going to happen, I know you're resisting this, but the only way it's going to happen is if you talk about it with everybody you know, with your family, your friends, your coworkers, and you don't give up. You never stop talking about it. That's the only way humanity is going to agree to live free, to care for each other, without hierarchy pushing us into a 9/11 and more wars and more poverty and more human trafficking, et cetera, et cetera. We have to ask each other to free the world. So thank you for listening again. Go to www.weagree.life. Read it, click We Agree, and pass it on, please. Let's save the world.